All right, let's get into some numbers real quick on Melania, Trump, Elon, Israel, those types of things, so you understand this 11th hour a little better, because we're in the second coming of Adania, and we got also the milliseconds and those types of things. So I've gone over in the past the connection from 2020 and Elvis being 85. That's the King Spirit who was born in 1/8/35. So if he was alive today, he would be 90. The 85, 88, 89, 90 connects us to the Back to the Future, where Biff Tannen is based on Trump. Okay, that's kind of a foundational point, because you're in that part 2 going into the part 3. And part 1 was shot with Michael J. Fox, but also shot first with Eric Stoltz, and then they switched out to Michael J. Fox. So we're looking at things in a backwards fashion in ways, and flip-flops, as a lot of these things are told. They're told forward, but you decipher backwards. Okay. And that goes into where the Jews, so-called, read backwards, because the so-called Jew is a spiritual nation, but the spiritual nation has been a stolen inheritance. So as it's a stolen inheritance, the carnal church now is that stolen inheritance. The religions now are that stolen inheritance, and they are saying, well, this is the spirit. You have to do this to be this, and what you have to ask this, pray this, or whatever. Okay. So back to the clock. The 55 to the 85. All right. We have Melania 55 to 58. And when she's 58, Trump is 82. And the 58 and 82 are a mirror flip-flop fashions of the 85. Okay, and since we're going back in a little flip-flop fashion, that's where you have Elvis the King Spirit at 85. All right, and then that flip-flop on the Corona crowning or whatever, because you're also going to have Bruce Lee, the Dragon King per se, of the marital arts, the martial arts, where the tiger and dragon come together. That's going to be, he's 85 this year if he was alive, and then that's going to tie us into an 88, 89, 90 sequence. Okay, then you have other people who are going to, the Pope, 88, so that's an 88, 90 sequence or whatever. All right, so Elon Musk is 53, going to be 54. Same with Marco Rubio, and Marco Rubio's 5/28's birthday, and then Elon Musk's 6/28 birthday. Elon Musk going to be 54, 55, 56, 57. Okay, then the 57 makes the 35 for the 1/8/35 on the King Spirit for those times. The Don will be 79, 80, 81, 82. 82 is the mirror on the 58. And then the 79, Israel is 76 now, going to be 77. The King Spirit died in 77 at the age of 42 on 8/16. Israel is 76, 77, 78, 79. So that's the time spent from now, like Israel on fire or Jerusalem on fire or whatever. At the same time, Trump's doing this peace deal or whatever. So this time, 79 Trump to Israel 79. And these are all like a 3-year clock, 3.5-year clock. So you understand this so-called tribulation, great tribulation, the 47. All these things have been tracking. And then also Melania Trump being like 55, 56. We've been seeing the 56 right now a lot. That 56 will either go to like this 5/6 May, or it will go to other 5-6 throughout the year, or the 56 when Melania is there and they're whatever. But this is where we're learning all this stuff, and these things have been shown. So we got to take this and this and this, put it all together, and this is where it's like a live learning, whatever end times thing that this I'm doing here, basically. Because either way, if you've been following, hopefully you understand, and I know some of you do. But if you don't, you need to be asking questions or whatever, okay? Because I will answer them for you, and I will make sure you understand. Either way, the milliseconds that can be tying into when Melania's and Trump are at the 58-82 marker, and then we go into him 82 to the 86, and then 86 to the 90, and that would tie up the loose ends as far as the 45, the 0, 2000, and then the 45, which also the 2004 when the apprentice came out, the 2-4 is a flip-flop mirror of a 45. So that can be the beginning stage of grabbing the hair in a way for the apprentice, and the ice and all that shit. The ice age is coming out. But as this was being taken up, then you get the 45 and then the 90-degree chop when everything's completely elevated and all that stuff. Right? So got to end it here.